At St. Luke's Medical Center, we foster a culture of care. We live by the mission to provide compassionate, patient-centered experience guided by excellence and innovation. We have the vision to be the unparalleled leader in patient care, clinical outcomes, research, and education. And as we uphold and nurture a culture of care, we work with integrity, healthcare excellence, accountability, responsibility, and teamwork. Because at St. Luke's, care is our core. It is our culture. We care for our people as much as we care for our patients. St. Luke's Medical Center. We love life. Is St. Luke's Medical Center safe? The answer will always be yes. It has always been that for the last 117 years. As long as you need the safest care, as long as you need quality health care, as long as your family needs the best care, St. Luke's Medical Center remains open, safe, and committed. Every single person working at St. Luke's is committed to keep you safe. Always.
A fresh journey awaits you at St. Luke's Medical Center as we redefine patient experience to give you more comfort, convenience, and choices you deserve. Waiting lounges are made cozier and more comfy. We have enhanced our patient room amenities, providing new bed essentials, toiletries, special room features, a complimentary in-room coffee and tea station, and minibar items. To give you quick access to St. Luke's concierge services, including the new and expanded St. Luke's room service menu, a digital compendium is available for you and your companions inside the room. We want to be part of your blissful milestones, so mothers giving birth at St. Luke's will be served with a complimentary 3-course meal on the night prior to hospital discharge. While an exclusive I Am a St. Luke's Baby outfit will be given as a welcome gift to newborns. Pediatric patients also get special treats. Signature breakfast meals will be served to encourage and delight our young patients. For added convenience, our patient care navigators are ready to welcome and assist you, from screening to completion of care to maximize your hospital visit. With express admission, waiting time for patients who are advised to stay in the hospital is lessened. Patients get admitted directly to their rooms. No pit stops, no long queues. St. Luke's in-room discharge system makes the patient discharge process quick and convenient. Our concierge staff will visit you in your room to facilitate and complete discharge inside the room. All these new service features are implemented following strict health protocols. It is our goal to give you a smooth and hassle-free hospital experience because your comfort, convenience, and choices matter most to us. It's the quality of service you would expect in a world-class hospital, only at St. Luke's.
There are important questions you need to answer before undergoing surgery. Will you be treated by highly skilled surgeons? Will they be performing your surgery in a safe environment? Will you be provided with quality patient care? The answer will all be yes at St. Luke's Medical Center. Choosing a hospital could be the most important decision you'll make. Choose St. Luke's. Our COVID-19 experience has opened our eyes to a lot of things. It makes us appreciate the value of being together. It significantly changed the way we live. We know how much you've missed kisses from your loved ones, getting hugs from your friends, handshake from acquaintances, and seeing the smiles of people you encounter every day. Our situation is not easy. Thank you for the support that you've given to our healthcare workers who are risking their lives to keep us all well. Thank you for doing your share by always wearing masks and respecting our safety protocols. Thank you for keeping your distance today for a better tomorrow. And as we recover from this pandemic together, please know that St. Luke's Medical Center will always be open and committed to safely provide the healthcare you need. It's safe at St. Luke's.
Good morning, everyone. We will start our activity in 5 minutes.
At St. Luke's Medical Center, we foster a culture of care. We live by the mission to provide compassionate, patient-centered experience guided by excellence and innovation. We have the vision to be the unparalleled leader in patient care, clinical outcomes, research, and education. And as we uphold and nurture a culture of care, we work with integrity, healthcare excellence, accountability, responsibility, and teamwork. Because at St. Luke's, care is our core. It is our culture. We care for our people as much as we care for our patients. St. Luke's Medical Center. We love life. Is St. Luke's Medical Center safe? The answer will always be yes. It has always been that for the last 117 years. As long as you need the safest care, as long as you need quality health care, as long as your family needs the best care, St. Luke's Medical Center remains open, safe, and committed. Every single person working at St. Luke's is committed to keep you safe. Always.
A fresh journey awaits you at St. Luke's Medical Center as we redefine patient experience to give you more comfort, convenience, and choices you deserve. Waiting lounges are made cozier and more comfy. We have enhanced our patient room amenities, providing new bed essentials, toiletries, special room features, a complimentary in-room coffee and tea station, and minibar items. To give you quick access to St. Luke's concierge services, including the new and expanded St. Luke's room service menu, a digital compendium is available for you and your companions inside the room. We want to be part of your blissful milestones, so mothers giving birth at St. Luke's will be served with a complimentary 3-course meal on the night prior to hospital discharge. while an exclusive I Am a St. Luke's Baby outfit will be given as a welcome gift to newborns. Pediatric patients also get special treats. Signature breakfast meals will be served to encourage and delight our young patients. For added convenience, our patient care navigators are ready to welcome and assist you, from screening to completion of care to maximize your hospital visit. With express admission, waiting time for patients who are advised to stay in the hospital is lessened. Patients get admitted directly to their rooms. No pit stops, no long queues. St. Luke's in-room discharge system makes the patient discharge process quick and convenient. Our concierge staff will visit you in your room to facilitate and complete discharge inside the room. All these new service features are implemented following strict health protocols. It is our goal to give you a smooth and hassle-free hospital experience, because your comfort, convenience, and choices matter most to us. It's the quality of service you would expect in a world-class hospital, only at St. Luke's.
There are important questions you need to answer before undergoing surgery. Will you be treated by highly skilled surgeons? Will they be performing your surgery in a safe environment? Will you be provided with quality patient care? The answer will all be yes at St. Luke's Medical Center. Choosing a hospital could be the most important decision you'll make. Choose St. Luke's. Our COVID-19 experience has opened our eyes to a lot of things. It makes us appreciate the value of being together. It significantly changed the way we live. We know how much you've missed kisses from your loved ones, getting hugs from your friends, handshake from acquaintances, and seeing the smiles of people you encounter every day. Our situation is not easy. Thank you for the support that you've given to our healthcare workers who are risking their lives to keep us all well. Thank you for doing your share by always wearing masks and respecting our safety protocols. Thank you for keeping your distance today for a better tomorrow. And as we recover from this pandemic together, please know that St. Luke's Medical Center will always be open and committed to safely provide the healthcare you need. It's safe at St. Luke's. At St. Luke's Medical Center, we foster a culture of care. We live by the mission to provide compassionate, patient-centered experience guided by excellence and innovation. We have the vision to be the unparalleled leader in patient care, clinical outcomes, research, and education. And as we uphold and nurture a culture of care, we work with integrity, healthcare excellence, accountability, responsibility, and teamwork. Because at St. Luke's, care is our core. It is our culture. We care for our people as much as we care for our patients. St. Luke's Medical Center. We love life. Is St. Luke's Medical Center safe? The answer will always be yes. It has always been that for the last 117 years. As long as you need the safest care, as long as you need quality health care, as long as your family needs the best care, St. Luke's Medical Center remains open, safe, and committed. Every single person working at St. Luke's is committed to keep you safe. Always.
A fresh journey awaits you at St. Luke's Medical Center as we redefine patient experience to give you more comfort, convenience, and choices you deserve. Waiting lounges are made cozier and more comfy. We have enhanced our patient room amenities, providing new bed essentials, toiletries, special room features, a complimentary in-room coffee and tea station, and minibar items. To give you quick access to St. Luke's concierge services, including the new and expanded St. Luke's room service menu, a digital compendium is available for you and your companions inside the room. We want to be part of your blissful milestones, so mothers giving birth at St. Luke's will be served with a complimentary 3-course meal on the night prior to hospital discharge. While an exclusive I Am a St. Luke's Baby outfit will be given as a welcome gift to newborns. Pediatric patients also get special treats. Signature breakfast meals will be served to encourage and delight our young patients. For added convenience, our patient care navigators are ready to welcome and assist you, from screening to completion of care to maximize your hospital visit. With express admission, waiting time for patients who are advised to stay in the hospital is lessened. Patients get admitted directly to their rooms, no pit stops, no long queues. St. Luke's in-room discharge system makes the patient discharge process quick and convenient. Our concierge staff will visit you in your room to facilitate and complete discharge inside the room. All these new service features are implemented following strict health protocols. It is our goal to give you a smooth and hassle-free hospital experience because your comfort, convenience, and choices matter most to us. It's the quality of service you would expect in a world-class hospital, only at St. Luke's.
There are important questions you need to answer before undergoing surgery. Will you be treated by highly
As our elderly age, nutrition is something that becomes difficult to focus on. Various changes associated with normal aging increase nutritional risk for older adults. While many people seem to focus their diet solely around trying to lose weight and prevent disease, the nutrition problems facing the elderly can be quite different. For many elders, it is not a matter of eating too much, but rather a matter of not getting enough. And this all comes at a time of life when getting adequate nutrition may be more difficult. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Geriatric Center's Nutrition Month celebration with a theme, A Healthy Diet for Grandma and Grandpa, the New Normal Way. My name is Maria Lynn M. Granado, the first-year Fellow of Geriatric Medicine at St. Luke's Medical Center, Global City, and I will be your host for today. Nutrition Month celebration aims to strengthen nutrition intervention and promote solidarity towards nutrition improvement as the country shifts towards living with the COVID-19 virus. So this campaign highlights the importance of nutrition in recovery, stimulate discussions on how to build back better designs and delivery of nutrition interventions, and encourage the participation of various sectors to promote nutrition. The term new normal was adopted to signify a transition to a better normal while bringing the positive impacts of the pandemic to become more resilient and to prevent future pandemics. As the country moves towards a more COVID-19 resilient Philippines and transition to the new normal, the campaign for good nutrition in the new normal becomes more relevant than ever. So we will start our activity with a prayer.
Our Heavenly Father, the fount of all goodness and grace, the cause of wisdom, the source of intelligence. We welcome you, O Lord, to this auspicious gathering of your beloved, who continuously give you thanks for every opportunity to learn something new and become fruitful to the works of your creation. We humbly come to you, not because we are worthy, but because we find ourselves in need of you, who is our strength and our hope, to continue despite the challenges we face in health, prosperity, and our solidarity with one another. We pray that today's gathering, made possible by the grace of advancements in technology and social media, becomes successful in its endeavors, so we can offer it back to you as our humble offering to honor you, glorify you, and love you through our deeper connection with everyone. May we find bliss in today's session and become more productive children and co-creators of the earth. This we ask and pray through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. So to formally open our activity, may I call on the head of Geriatric Center. She's a fellow of Philippine College of Geriatric Medicine and a fellow of Philippine Academy of Family Physicians. She finished her geriatric fellowship training at St. Luke's Medical Center, Quezon City, and St. Vincent's Hospital, Melbourne, Australia. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Erlyn Senyaon.
Hello, good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome all the participants for being here with us today. So we are pleased to be able to welcome those of you who have been with us for years now and all those who are new to our Grandma and Grandpa Club. So I would like to thank the organizing committee headed by our Geria Fellows, Dr. Sahuga, Dr. Malin Granado, Dr. Patrick Wang, the nurses, our secretary, and of course, the marketing personnel of St. Luke's Medical Center Global City. So this is actually our second lay forum, which is completely conducted on a digital platform. So in line with the social distancing norms due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the theme of this lay forum is Healthy Diet for Grandma and Grandpa, which is the new normal. So the speakers will be discussing the secrets of healthy aging. The pandemic is far from over, so we must work together to protect the health and well-being of our seniors. So we are prepared. Actually, we have prepared some icebreakers, so sit back and enjoy our today's discussion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Senyaon. So a few house rules before we start our first session. Please mute your microphone. You may or may not turn on your camera. Please type in the chat box your questions or reserve your question after the presentation. So we will limit our Q&A to 15 minutes only. So for our first session, we invited a clinical nutritionist to share with us her expertise in achieving an optimal nutrition the new normal way. To introduce our first speaker, may I call on my co-fellow, Dr. Christian Sahulga.
Good morning. So I hope everybody, especially our grandma and grandpa, mga lolo and lolas who are watching today are in good condition, very healthy. So I'm going to introduce our first guest speaker. So she is a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Nutrition and Dietetics in 2016 at University of Santo Tomas, Manila. So she had her internship at Philippine Heart Center in Quezon City in May 2016. She also became a public health nutritionist in Orion, Bataan in March 2016 and a kitchen assistant at Mayon's French Mediterranean Cuisine from January to February 2016. So currently, she is the clinical dietitian at St. Luke's Medical Center Global City. So let us welcome our clinical dietitian, Marie Elizabeth Pasqua.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Nutrition Month. My name is Liz, one of the clinical dietitians of St. Luke's Medical Center. I hope you're all safe and in good health. As much as I want to be with you all in person, it's best at this time for us to meet virtually or online. This morning, I will discuss about how the COVID-19 pandemic has imposed challenges for our grandmas and grandpas, what role nutrition has to play, and how to achieve optimal nutrition now that we are in the new normal. Since the community quarantine started, I'm sure that most of you became tech savvy, or should I say became good at the internet. From discovering various social media apps to reach out to your loved ones, to discovering different food delivery apps, and learning more about different gadgets from your apos, even joining them in their social media activities. However, despite the joy of being together every day with the family brought about by the lockdown, the COVID-19 pandemic has had huge effects on the daily lives of most individuals, especially our beloved grandmas and grandpas. It has been documented that the older adults of the population are at the greatest risk of hospitalization and mortality due to the coronavirus disease. The increasing infection rate forces us to stay at home, resulting to limited physical activities. Decreased physical activities in older adults can cause sarcopenia. This condition is characterized by reduced muscle mass and muscle strength. According to studies, this condition constitutes poor immune response when facing acute infection, major surgeries, and other attacks. Social isolation can expose older adults to an increased risk of socio-economic insecurity, which could affect food acquisition and the need for support in daily tasks and meals. The institutionalized older adults often depend on food donations, which have been reduced due to the economic crisis caused by the pandemic. Physical distancing increases social isolation and loneliness, leading to depression, cognitive decline, and exacerbations of chronic diseases. It is known that human immunity is supported by nutritional status. A balanced and nutritious diet is one of the pillars to stay healthy. So an adequate nutritional support could be the turning point in the patient's prognosis and thus reduce the risk of having infection. Science has proven that a well-balanced and varied diet full of nutritious foods like fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and lean proteins with limited sugar, salt, and saturated fats, and alcoholic beverages is critical to good health. A healthy diet helps maintain a healthy weight, lower blood pressure, manages healthy blood sugar level, manages arthritis, reduces risk of cancer, reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease, prevents and slows the progression of eye disease, keeps bones and muscles strong, and helps maintain brain health. On the other hand, poor nutrition weakens our immune systems, leaves us vulnerable to infections, and slows recovery and wound healing. It can also cause unhealthy weight changes and muscle loss. It can lead to frailty, falls, broken bones, disability, loss of independence, and disease complications. As we reach 60 years and older, we should get our recommended daily calories and essential nutrients. As you can see, there are 6 types of these nutrients: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, mineral, and water. These are the components in food that our bodies cannot make on its own. We need these to function and stay healthy, and we must get these nutrients through our diet. So how should you fill up your plate? I have prepared the following slides to give you an idea on what food items and how much would be ideal to put on your plate. You can take screenshots as we go along for your reference. Let's start off with the Go foods, or the carbohydrates. These are the main nutrients or sources of calories or energy in the diet. You may choose among these food items with their corresponding serving sizes. Choose whole grains like brown rice, corn, whole wheat bread, and oatmeal, which contain more fiber and nutrients linked to lower heart disease, diabetes, and other heart problems. Proteins and the amino acids they are made of are major structural components of our body cells. They are responsible for building and repairing tissues for the maintenance of muscle and lean body mass. But you may alternate protein sources from fish, shellfish, to lean meat and poultry. We also need essential vitamins which have important roles, such as keeping our nerves healthy, helping us to resist infection, assisting with blood clotting, and keeping our metabolism running. In addition to this, minerals are needed but can be in small amounts, though they play a vital role in muscle contraction, fluid balance, food digestion, bone building, blood pressure regulation, and more. Another essential nutrients are fats. They also give us energy and help with normal growth and development, immune function, and vitamin absorption. There are good types of fat, which are found in plant-based oils, nuts, seed, and in avocados. However, we should remember to consume fat sources in moderation, especially if we have existing health issues. As for water, drink the recommended fluid intake every day for adequate hydration. For male, 8 glasses per day, and for female, 7 glasses per day. But limit intake of sugar-sweetened beverages. Additionally, you should include physical activities, especially aerobic and resistance exercises, like Zumba and using lightweight dumbbells. They enhance muscle protein synthesis or prevents sarcopenia. Moreover, protein support together with physical activity were reported to successfully promote the preservation of skeletal muscle mass. They enhance immune response and contributing to the treatment of both sarcopenia and COVID-19. Getting enough vitamin D is beneficial for bone health and can also contribute to strengthen the immune system. Maximum vitamin D production in the body is reached after 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure. When you go outside, of course, observe social distancing and safety protocols. Mandatory social distancing has made telemedicine the safest interactive system between patients, both infected and uninfected, and healthcare professionals. Registered nutritionists and dietitians can offer remote nutrition counseling sessions. Suppose you are a 65-year-old woman with no health and medical concerns, and you want to ensure having adequate nutrition despite the challenges and limitations of this pandemic. There's an option for you to grocery shop online through various apps or applications. It is more convenient and safe while having the luxury of time for you to plan your meals. Let's have an example for this sample meal plan. This is a 1,600 calorie diet. Applying all that you have learned from the previous slides, you can now plan your meals and list down your shopping list. Using the online grocery apps, you can now select and compare food items more carefully. Keeping in mind to have a variety of food items to get enough of the essential nutrients. You may also want to use online apps to track if you're getting enough nutrients. This is helpful, especially when you had your consultation with your nutritionist dietitian and he or she gave you a diet prescription. They can act as your food diaries, which can automatically show and compute your nutritional intake. Keep in mind that one size does not fit it all when it comes to healthy diet. Everyone should customize the recommendations to fit their medical history, personal preferences, cultural traditions, and budget considerations. Talk to our healthcare providers about nutrition supplement. Not everyone can meet their nutrients through food alone. Fortified foods or nutrient-dense supplements may be necessary to get enough protein to prevent sarcopenia and others, like B12 for blood and brain health, calcium for bones, fiber for digestion, and other vitamins and minerals. Avoid megadoses of supplements, which may be more than your body needs and even cause harm. Watch out for claims that seem too good to be true. When searching for information online, turn to trusted sources. Look for authors who are academics, experts in their fields, government agencies, and well-respected members of the medical community. If you have more questions, ask someone from your healthcare team, or you may consult with our weight intervention and nutritional services for a holistic approach to your nutritional needs. Thank you for sharing your time and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Ms. Elizabeth Pasqua, for a very extensive discussion on new normal ways that might be helpful in our daily lives. Do you have any questions to Ms. Pasqua? You can unmute or raise your hand if you have any question. Or you can type in our chat box if you have any questions to Ms. Pasqua. So for the first question, Ms. Pasqua, I have a question here. Can you give us a specific mobile or cell phone application that our elderly can help in upkeeping their nutrition? So ano po yung mga application na pwede nilang i-search at i-download na pwede nilang magamit sa pang-araw-araw na pag-monitor ng kanilang nutrition?
Good morning again, everyone. Thank you, Doctora, for the question. There are some apps that you may try to explore po. You can try Metromart, Grab, Lastmart, or Waltermart. Actually po, if you will search from the website, you can easily find na po most available online shopping mart po.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Elizabeth. Any more question from our participants?
Ma'am, merong question dito. Pwede ko bang basahin to? Hello, Ma'am Elizabeth.
Doc. Morning po.
May nagtatanong po dito. Napapansin kasi nila nowadays pag kumakain sa mga restaurant, iba yung instead ng regular na water. Ang binibigay na is yung water na parang may kasamang fruit or ang tawag doon? Yeah, lemon. So is that better daw ba with compared with the regular water?
Hi, Doc. Thank you for that question po. Well, if additional lang siya, for example, there's additional mint or lemon, it won't add up to the total caloric po, no? Wala siyang additional na calories or fats. However, it adds po nutrients and also a different flavor or taste. So when it comes to the calories, you don't have to worry about it, not unless they will add additional sugar or honey, then it's adding up to that calories dun sa drink. But otherwise, there's no difference. It's just that it gives different fusion po and a little bit of different taste po from the regular water.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Doc. Thank you.
Ito naman pong question galing kay Miss Elisan. So ano ba po yung maka-comment nyo? Kasi yung father-in-law niya daw, mahilig bumili. Di ba marami ngayon mga binibenta na mga supplement? Kasi feeling niya kulang pa rin yung nutrition na nakukuha niya. So ano po yung maka-comment niya doon, ma'am? Doon sa mga usong mga, di ba marami nang nagbebenta kahit na siguro dahil mo, pwede ka nang benta ng mga nutritional supplement.
Yes, Doc. Yes, totoo po. Marami pong ganyan. All you have to do po is just you have to make sure that the supplement has undergone a study na nagpapakita po na meron po siyang good outcomes. However, baka po malito sila, they have to ask also their physician if they really require that kind of supplement. Now, if they're eating enough or healthy, then they don't need extra supplement po. So paano po natin yan malalaman? They have to consult their physician and to address their nutritional needs, they need to consult also a dietitian po. So bottom line po, Doktora, is that they should not grab any supplement na nakikita nila na merong claim lang. They have to check if there's a study and also they have to verify po from their physician.
Thank you, ma'am, for that. So, I hope inawan po yung ating mga viewers. Okay, yes, ma'am?
I have a question. This is Bella Cuna. My aunt is 94 years old, and she's really doesn't have a lot of appetite. Should we think about giving her like appetite stimulants, things like that? Or what can you suggest in terms of foods to feed her? Because it's kind of an off and on, but mostly off. That she's kind of not in the mood to eat, or she eats very little sometimes, like maybe a tablespoon or two.
Hi, Ma'am Belle. Thank you for that question, ma'am. To answer that po, is that your aunt po again, ma'am?
Yes, that's right.
It's better that we should do a comprehensive assessment po muna, no? Because there might be a lot of reasons why your aunt is not eating very well. Sometimes po, most commonly for our geriatric patients, some of them lang po are sad. Maybe they need to have a lot of people around them to be able to eat, no, or to encourage them po to eat. That's why to check on that, ma'am, holistically or comprehensively, the patient has to be assessed po muna. So what I recommend po, ma'am, is that we refer the patient first to a maybe geriatrician so that we can have a comprehensive geriatric assessment so we can further improve this. There's some naman po kasi we can also take a look at the environment. Maybe they're living alone, or maybe kailangan lang nila ng kasama while having their meals po, and maybe someone that could assist. But pwede din po kasi meron underlying cost din po yan, Ma'am Belle. So that has to be checked po muna so that we can properly adjust.
You mean like a psychological, like that kind of issue? I mean, she's got to caregivers, one for daytime, one for nighttime.
Mhm.
And then her son is there, and
Mhm.
then another helper. So there's like 5 people in the house.
Okay.
So I mean, there's also a lot of, I guess, just based on feedback, she's depressed. She's depressed a lot. I guess because of the inability to really get around, or maybe it's kind of hard also to get around because she's in a wheelchair, and
Mhm.
she's very slow now. When she walks, I
Opo.
mean, she's very frail.
Mhm. Well, that's why, Ma'am Lacuna, it's better to, if we will have your aunt check comprehensively, maybe we can refer her to a geriatrician so that we can further decipher po no, the need. So, based on your story, ma'am, there's a lot of factors that we can see from there. It could be the social part, pwede pong may depression siya for some reasons, or maybe before your aunt's life is different, especially now po, no, with this pandemic, baka mas na-limit po siya yun sa mga dati niyang ginagawa. So,
Correct.
yeah, that has to be, that has to be assessed po comprehensively, Ma'am Bell.
And
Yes,
that's by
ma'am.
a geriatrician, you mean?
Yes po. And then if
Oh,
there's
okay.
a need to take a look at the diet particularly, then your aunt po may be referred to a dietitian, ma'am.
Oh, dietitian also. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Ma'am Bell.
Thank you, Ma'am Elizabeth. And I'd like to add up lang po also, good morning, Ma'am Bell Lacuna. So thank you, Ma'am Elizabeth, for saying that there are really a lot of factors which can affect the diet of an elderly or any person for that matter. So aside from yung pwedeng psychologic, yung kulang yung kanyang mga activity, we can also check yung current medications niya, because sometimes there are medications that affect the diet. We can also check in laboratories like yung electrolytes niya, or if there is an existing infection. So, yun po. And also you have to check then how's yung kanyang oral, yung teeth niya ba complete, nag-chew niya pa kaya yung food, baka yun naman yung problem, kaya ayaw niyang kumain. Saka kung nasa 90s na po ma'am yung age, no? So, pag mga
94.
Yes,
Yeah.
94. So, 94, ma'am, siguro, mas maganda is yung preferred niyang food. So, hindi na rin tayo masyadong maglilimit. Unless, mayroon sinabi yung
Correct.
ibang doctors na ng bawal. So, pag ganyan kasi, kung ano talaga yung gusto niya kainin, yun yung pong ibibigay natin. Siguro
Correct.
yung ating geriatrician consultant, Dr. Ong, would you like to add up po?
Okay. Hi, ma'am. Good
Hello.
morning po. Hi. Okay. Actually, the dietitian and Doc Kani was able to explain it extensively regarding the management of how we can help your aunt. Okay. I think question po natin is regarding the appetite stimulant. Tama po ba? Will it help if we give appetite stimulant? But for me, we have to check first the depression, the other factors that would actually add on to the loss of appetite. So dentition is also important. We have to check the dentition, the medical condition of the patient, and then of course the environmental factors as well. So the appetite stimulant won't help if, let's say, the factors would be depression, dementia, dentition. So it's better if we can have a geriatrician on board just to reassess the problem of your aunt.
I think also in terms of just feedback, because I'm not really there. I'm in the States. Okay. So
okay.
this is just feedback, and actually, her son Noel Porcuna asked me to join because he's not available at this time. But I think it's very interesting about the discussion points here. I think it's very helpful. I think the primary maybe an issue would be the lack of interaction, like with friends and mahjong, like that, because that was her main interest. And that's gone since the pandemic because she can't really move around.
Okay.
So I think that that's a
Mhm.
big factor,
Mhm.
interaction, human interaction with her
Yes,
friends.
I agree with that. I agree with that. At least social activities would really be of help with elderly people or elderly population. Mhm. So if you can
Mm.
bring back the mahjong or any activities like daycare activities, if you want, you can also uh, have your aunt uh, join the daycare activities every Friday.
I think they signed up for that, but I'm not
Okay,
sure
that's
she's
good.
done it. I don't think she's
Okay,
done it because, she's frail now.
okay.
She doesn't have a lot of energy. She always talks about she wants to go, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also, it's
it's really
mhm,
tough. And then,
mhm.
exacerbated by not wanting to eat most of the time. You're very limited, like
Okay.
a tablespoon or two. You know what I mean? So I
Yes, I
think
know.
the suggestion, just really preferred food of the patient. I think that's what we have to stress.
Yes.
What they want to eat, right?
The food preference, yes.
Yeah.
So I think yes, it would be better, yes, if we can have your aunt be assessed by a geriatrician, and then it's a holistic approach.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Okay, thank you po, Ma'am Bel. Thank you, Dr. Ong. Yung isang question po natin sa chat box, nasagot naman na po nila Ma'am Liz. What kind of rice would you recommend for person with diabetes? So, move na po tayo sa ating next portion. So, we will have our icebreaker. Thank you very much for our very welcoming Miss Elizabeth Pasqua, our clinical dietitian. Now for our icebreaker, our mechanics is I will be reading the question. You have to wait for me to say go before you can type your answer. So those who will answer prior to the word go will be disqualified. So the first one to answer in the chat box will win the prize. So our prize will be provided by Nestle Philippines. So for our first icebreaker question, Ma'am Jewel, which of the following statement about sarcopenia is true? So this is in the lecture of Miss Liz earlier. So A, decreased physical activity causes sarcopenia. So it is characterized by increase in muscle mass and muscle strength. C, it can lead to good immune response, or D, all of the above. So, Miss Kimberly Ann Mercado, I did not say the word go. So, you have to wait for me to say the word go. So, go. What's the answer? So, we will check first kung sino ang naunang sumagot. Si Ma'am Kimberly kanina, hindi niya pa nahintay ang aking word na go. So, ang nanalo po ay si Ma'am Marilyn Rebolledo. Congratulations, Ma'am Marilyn. Okay, for our second icebreaker, ang atin pong sagot ay letter A. Decreased physical activity causes sarcopenia. So, tama po si Ma'am Marilyn Rebolledo. Next icebreaker. So, I don't think kung na-note nyo to, pero nandun din po sa slide ni Ms. Liz earlier to. How much fat sources should one consume per day? A, 5 to 10 teaspoon. B, 2 to 5 teaspoon. C, 5 to 15 teaspoon. D, 2 to 10 teaspoon. Okay, ready, go. So, sino ang nauna? Okay, so ang tamang sagot ay letter B, 2 to 5 teaspoon. At ang nanalo ay si Ma'am Kimberly Ann Mercado. So congratulations, Ma'am Kimberly. Ikaw ang ating second winner for today. Next question. Okay, give an example of a go food. Ready, go.
Food.
Go food. Okay, type lang po sa chat box kung sino ang mauna, yun po ang mananalo. Si Mami Pearl. Okay, we have Mami Pearl. Congratulations po, Mami Pearl.
Plaza.
So, ang sagot ni Mami Pearl ay rice. So, ang ating mga example of go food or the carbohydrates. So, rice, bread. Tama po yung mga nasa chat box nyo. Ang panalo natin ay si Mami Pearl. So, next question. Give an example of a glow food. Ready? Go. What are the samples of glow food?
Veggies, vegetables.
Okay, vegetables. So, sino ang ating panalo?
Vegetables, ma'am.
Okay, so, ang panalo dito sa amin ay si Daddy Cesar Rimando. Vegetable ang sagot niya. Congratulations, Daddy Cesar. Okay, next question. Give an example of a grow food. Ready, go.
Egg.
Oh, egg. Okay. So, ang nauna natin ay si Ma'am Clarissa Concepcion. So, what are the samples of grow food? Sabi dito sa chat box, fish, meat. So, ang ating panalo, si Ma'am Clarissa Concepcion, sabi niya egg. So, congratulations sa ating mga winners. Pa-chat na lang po ng mobile number nyo sa chat box para po may ma-contact namin kayo for the prizes. Okay? So, meron pa po tayong second icebreaker later after ng ating second session. So congratulations to the winner. Now we move on to our second session. So practical tip to improve the nutrition among elderly include making a nutrient-dense meal, adding extra calories without extra volume, making meals colorful and appealing, serving several small meals and snacks, and making mealtime enjoyable and sociable. So yun yung mga na-mention kanina. So for the second part of our session, we invited a chef to show us simple and easy way to prepare a nutrient-dense meal. So may I call on Dr. Patrick Wang, my co-fellow, to introduce our chef.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So it is my honor to present. So we were able to ask a chef to give a short demonstration to make a nutritious meal. So the name of our chef is Chef Jacqueline Tan. She's actually the chef of two different restaurants. One is Duck and Beauvais and the other one is Apero. So I hope you'll enjoy the video. That's all.
Whole chicken that we got from the grocery. You can ask the butcher to spatchcock it, which is to flatten it. Cut it on the breast side. So whole chickens like this. You can cut this with a scissors to open it up and do it flat. We pre-brine these for at least 6 to 12 hours. So we'll put it on screen. So how the recipe for the brine. Make sure to put it in a big tight Ziploc container or any plastic container you have, not on a metal or a glass maybe pwede rin. So this is the chicken, you just pat dry. This is a air fryer oven. So we pull out the basket. This would roast for around 20 minutes. We're using organic chicken here. This is very basic, so depending on what flavors you'd like, you can put other herbs like rosemary, oregano, or thyme. What we have here is thyme. So you can either insert it right below, or you can also put lemon in. Lemon halves or lemon slices just to flavor your chicken. So we put this in already. For 200 degrees for 40 minutes. For 40 minutes. For sides, we can do different types if you want potatoes, but for now, since we want to do something healthy, we're going to do vegetables. So while that's cooking, we can prep our vegetables already. So here we have some quartered red onions, chunks of carrots, cauliflower, and some pre-boiled red beets. This would add a bit of sweetness to your vegetables. I just added some garlic cloves skin on so that mix when you're roasting. So just mix it all together in a pan. Put a bit of olive oil just to glaze it. Some fresh thyme. And salt and pepper to taste. So when you're in the 30-minute mark for your roast chicken, let's put this in for another 10 minutes so it would roast. So after 30 minutes, let's check on our chicken. So it's already a bit crispy and brown. So it will continue cooking. The vegetables that we have prepared earlier, let's put it on top and roast this for another 10 minutes.
Chicken, ma'am.
It's pretty crispy and juicy. So yung drippings na to, we can also use this for the sauces. And our vegetables, they're pretty goodly roasted. So let's bring out the chicken. Thank you. Later, you already have your full meal. You have your perfectly roasted chicken with very crispy skin without adding any fat to it. And then we have our vegetables over here. They're fragrant for your sides. Roasting them adds a bit of flavor without adding any more salt or any other condiments to it. So we'll give this a rest for 5 minutes before we start cutting. We're only going to use the scissors. You don't need to bring out your knife for easier chopping to pieces. Prep everything up. Now 1 teaspoon.
Puti lang sila ngayon eh. Puti with lemon stick.
It's garlic.
Matutulog sila
You
yan.
put my garlic in cold oil with a pinch of salt. It extracts more of the garlic taste. Even for garlic rice, ganun din.
Ang ganda ang internet ngayon.
So salt is to taste na lang. So we want this to be slow cooked and not brown. So you don't want yung white sauce mo na may brown bits. You want it to be white brown. So we're doing a basic basil cream sauce for your roast chicken. The roast chicken itself is very tasty already, so this is parang added na lang if you really want the sauce. Or any store-bought sauce can be actually pwede rin. So if you're using fresh herbs, dried herbs, you put it now. But if you're using fresh, you put it after. So since we're using fresh basil here, after the garlic, we put the sauce in. Cream. So just let this simmer. And let it thicken up a bit. This would take around a minute or two. This is around maybe a cup and a half of cream. Once it boils, it's a bit thick already. Not naman thick, but a bit reduced. Use like a handful of basil. Once you place it in, turn off the heat. That's it. You have your basic basil garlic cream sauce. Now the chicken I've rested for 5 minutes. So you can start cutting from the middle. You can just hold the leg. from the leg part, you just follow the skin. This chicken's the juice would be good to top to your rice or all your vegetables as well. So here you can see how the legs separate from the breast. So you cut the skin from there. You just follow, just guide yourself to it. So there you have your roast chicken. So you can either serve your vegetables on the side like this or just serve it like this with the garnish on top.
Okay, we are having some technical problems here. Na-disconnect lang po yung aming laptop. So I will be sharing to you a PowerPoint presentation on the list of ingredients that Chef Jacques used in her roasted chicken. Okay, can you see my screen? So, Chef Jacqueline Tan of Apero Cafe and Bakery made a roasted chicken with basil cream sauce and vegetable side dish. So you can screenshot these methods that Chef Jack used. So first step is to brine. So our ingredients are 2 liters cold water, 2.5 tablespoons salt, soy sauce, sugar, and 1 whole chicken. So a day before cooking, you have to butterfly the chicken. So how do you butterfly a chicken? So it's called spatchcock. So you turn it upside down with the spine facing up. Then use a sharp knife or a kitchen shears to remove the spine. So it's the next step is to turn it again with the breast now facing up, and then flatten the chicken by pressing the breastbone down using a firm pressure. So that's how to butterfly a chicken or spatchcock. So you can also ask your butcher in your supermarket to do this cut for you if to make your life easier. So after you butterfly the chicken, these are the steps in brining the chicken. So you have to place the Ziploc freezer bag on an empty bowl, then place the chicken in the freezer bag, mix all the brine ingredients until the salt and the sugar are dissolved, and pour over onto the chicken. So seal properly and refrigerate overnight. So these are the ingredients for our roasted chicken. Of course, our brine chicken, then garlic, thyme, and olive oil. So this the procedure of what Chef Jack performed earlier in our video. So you guys can screenshot in case you want to try her recipe. So after putting the chicken in the oven, you can make the basil cream sauce. So for the basil cream sauce, these are the ingredients. So we need olive oil, garlic, 1 teaspoon garlic, heavy cream, 1/4 cup of basil, salt and pepper to taste. So this is Chef Jack also showed us this procedure earlier in her video. So you can screenshot this so that you can also make basil garlic sauce at home. So for our vegetable side dish, so she used cauliflower, carrots, onion, garlic, thyme, beet, and olive oil with a pinch of salt and pepper to taste. So she just mixed everything in the bowl as what Chef Jack showed us earlier, and we roast it for 10 minutes. So on the 30th minute mark of your roasting the chicken, you can put the vegetable to roast it for the next 10 minutes to complete the 40 minutes roasting of the chicken. So now, these are just the nutritional facts of all the ingredients that we use. So the chicken, they are rich in protein, selenium, and vitamin B. So for every 85 gram of chicken breast, these are the nutritional content. So eating tips for chicken, you have to stick to around 85 to 113 grams per serving. So it's roughly the size of a deck of cards. Be sure to choose healthy cooking methods like what Chef Jack made with our chicken. And keep in mind that chicken should be enjoyed alongside a variety of other protein sources to ensure that you're getting all the nutrients your body needs. So another ingredient that she used that is very healthy is the garlic. So a single clove of raw garlic has this content, and it has 4.5 calories, protein, and carbs. So there are studies that shown that garlic has anti-inflammatory properties, and it is very important in chronic diseases because usually chronic diseases are related to inflammatory processes like cardiovascular disease and cancer. So there are also studies that garlic boosts the function of the immune system. So it reduced the number of colds by 63%. It reduced also the average length of cold symptoms, as well as reduce the number of sick days with cold or flu. However, there is one study that concluded that the evidence is still insufficient and more research is needed. The active compounds of garlic can also reduce blood pressure. So there is one study that compared the effect of garlic with atenolol, and they are just as effective. So the supplement doses must be fairly high to have the desired effect. So the amount needed is equivalent to about 4 cloves of garlic per day. Garlic also improves cholesterol level, and which may also lower the risk of heart disease. So usually garlic can lower our LDL or the bad cholesterol and our total cholesterol by about 10 to 15%. So garlic also has an antioxidants that help prevent Alzheimer's disease and dementia. So risk factors for our cardiovascular disease like high cholesterol, hypertension, and inflammation increase the risk of dementia. So these are fairly common among our elderly. So this is due to the oxidative damage that is a major factor in cardiovascular disease and dementia. So garlic contains antioxidants that support the body's protective mechanism against the oxidative damage. So garlic also improves the bone health. However, there are still no human studies that measure the effect of garlic on bone loss. So how much of garlic you should eat? So although no official recommendation exists, study shows that eating 1 to 2 cloves per day may have healthy benefits. So side effects of eating large amount of garlic includes garlic breath, digestive issues, and heartburn, which can be remedied by cooking the garlic before eating. So another ingredients that Chef Jack used is carrots. So for 2 small to medium raw carrots, these are the nutrients that we can get. So for the carbohydrates, it consists of starch and sugars. Carrots rank low on the glycemic index. So what is glycemic index? This is a measure of how quickly foods raise blood sugar after a meal. So the glycemic index of our carrots is 16 to 60. So it has a lowest GI or glycemic index if it is raw and highest if it's puree.
Tapos ang
So
inaano
carrots
niya
also
sa
has
akin,
fiber.
yung tumawag kasi
It can lower blood sugar levels. It can feed the bacteria in the gut. It can impair the absorption of cholesterol. So the non-soluble fiber also reduce the risk of constipation. So these are the other vitamins and minerals that you can see in carrots. So these are the health benefits of carrots. So it reduces the risk of cancer, especially the prostate, colon, and stomach cancers. In women, it reduced the risk of breast cancer. There are researches that suggested that carotenoids could also be a protective agent against lung cancer. So, as mentioned earlier, it can lower blood cholesterol. It also promotes weight loss. And it has a benefit on the eye. So another ingredients that she used is the beet. These are the nutritional content of beet. So it can help decrease blood pressure. Nitrates appear to affect also the physical performance. So it can enhance endurance. There are studies that says it improved the cycling performance and increased oxygen use by up to 20%. So beet can also help fight inflammation because of its anti-inflammatory properties. It can also improve digestive health and can support brain health with the aid of nitrates, which improve the blood flow to the frontal lobe of the brain. So beets also has some anti-cancer properties. However, further research is still needed to better understand the potential connection of these anti-cancer properties. Beets can also help balance the energy intake. So it is usually low in fat and calories with moderate protein and fibers. So another ingredient that we use is the cauliflower. So these are the nutrients that we can see in cauliflower. So they are high in fiber. They reduce inflammation and promote digestive health and lower risk of several illnesses, as well as obesity prevention. Cauliflower is also a good source of antioxidants, and it can slow the growth of cancer cells. Cauliflower, like our carrots, can also aid in weight loss. So it can serve as the low-calorie substitute for our high-calorie foods like rice. So cauliflower has high water content, and consuming lots of water-dense and low-calorie food is associated with weight loss. So our cauliflower is also high in choline, which play a major role in maintaining the integrity of the membranes, the DNAs, and supporting metabolism. It also involved in brain development and production of neurotransmitters necessary for a healthy nervous system. So last of our ingredients that our chef used is our basil. So this is a comparison of a fresh and a dried basil. The benefits, usually basil leaves are high in vitamin K, which helps in blood clot. And also people taking blood pressure lowering drugs or diabetes drugs should use caution with basil supplements since they lower BP and blood sugar. Thank you. So I think that's my last slide. Now we move on.
Question. I have a question.
Yes, po, question.
Would you say that we should put a limit to drinking carrot juice?
Actually, with carrot juice, we should also take it in moderation. So anything that is too much is harmful. But the exact amount of carrot juice, maybe we can ask the clinical nutrition.
Go to background. Open my computer.
Is Miss Liz still there? Or Ma'am Camille? So we'll just go back to you, ma'am, with the answer to your question. We will ask the clinical nutritionist first. So we move on to the second part of our icebreaker. So still the same mechanics. So I will still be reading the question. You have to wait for me to say go before you can type your answer. So the first one to answer in the chat box will win the prize that is provided to us by Nestle Philippines. So for our first question, what is the first step in preparing our roasted chicken? Ready, go. So, the answer is letter. So our options are A, preheating the oven, B, brining the chicken, C, cutting the chicken, D, cutting the vegetable. So the first step in our in preparing our roasted chicken is to first cut the chicken or butterfly the chicken. So our winner is Mommy Pearl again. So congratulations, Mommy Pearl. So you have to cut the chicken or butterfly the chicken before you brine it. So for our second question, what is the sauce that Chef Jacqueline prepared? A, basil leaf sauce, B, garlic sauce, C, garlic and herb pan sauce, D, garlic parmesan cream sauce. Go. So the answer is letter A, basil leaf sauce. So our winner is Mami Justa, letter A. So Chef Jacqueline prepared a basil leaf sauce. Okay, next question. Which of the following is or are the benefits of eating garlic? A, it has anti-inflammatory properties. B, it can boost immune system. C, it can reduce blood pressure. D, all of the above. Ready, go. So our winner is Ma'am Bella Cuna. So all of the above. Okay, next question. We're down to our last two questions. Give a healthy benefit of carrot. Ready, go. So what are the benefits of carrot? So I've mentioned it earlier, though in just passing. Okay, so
Joy Castillo, clear eyesight.
okay, so we have here in the chat box, clear eyesight, anti-cancer, reduce risk of breast cancer. So ang ating winner ay si Miss Joy Castillo. Clear eyesight. Okay, so ang daming benefits kanina na na-mention ng carrot. So lahat ng nandito sa chat box are all correct. So clear eyesight, reduce risk of cancer, it improve immune function, and it impaired the absorption of cholesterol, it reduce constipation, it promotes weight loss. Okay. For our last question, give the healthy benefit of cauliflower. Ready, go. So what? Just one healthy benefit of cauliflower. So I think we have a winner here in the chat box. So cauliflower, weight loss, rich in fiber. Zoom user sino po si Zoom user? Pwede po bang mag-rename kayo? Ang winner po natin ay si Zoom user. Pa-message na lang po sa amin ng full name niyo po tsaka ng number. So what are the healthy benefits of cauliflower? So prevent digestive condition, play a role in obesity prevention, slow the growth of cancer cells. So those are the healthy benefits of cauliflower. So congratulations to our winner. Si Zoom user po ay si Miss Michelle Alamis. So pa-message na lang po yung mga nanalo, pa-message po sa amin ng number nyo para makontak namin kayo kung paano mapapadala yung prizes na bigay sa atin ng Nestle Philippines. So thank you very much. To all the participants, the members of Grandma and Grandpa Club, to the Women's Board, thank you for your tireless support. We in Geriatric Center hope you learn something new that will aid you in maintaining proper and balanced daily nutrition. And our sincerest gratitude also to Chef Jacqueline Taff, a pair of pit stop and bakery at Mandaluyong. It was a very delicious and nutritious, dense meal indeed. We also would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Nestle Philippines, a special mention to Mom Karen Ignacio for her unwavering support on today's activity. May God bless us all and keep us always safe from harm. May I request to turn on your camera for photo up for a screenshot. Okay, 1, 2. Next page. Okay, one more. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much for attending our today's Grandma and Grandpa activity. Thank you, Dr. Ong. Thank you, Dr. Dumlao, and the other geriatric consultants that I saw earlier, Dr. Liza Tercelo, Dr. Lim Soy. Who else did I miss? The geriatric fellows from the St. Luke's QC, and the clinical nutrition department. Thank you very much for your support. Women's Board, thank you very much for your unwavering support. Did I miss anything? Okay. Thank you very much. See you on our next activity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Nag-function din. Nag-ano siya? Hindi ko siya mamaya kasi.